guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tepiso Nyagani of The Gifted Hands. Thank you so much for tuning into another one of our Christmas editions. We are on day 4, guys. Day 4, meaning we're just one day away from Christmas. So today I'm going to share a recipe that is equally important as the recipe I shared the other day called scones. So guys, I was born and raised in Soweto. And where I come from, you don't just buy scones. You need to pair it with biscuits. You don't just buy 20 liter. You need to pair it with 5 liter. So if they're talking about 20 liter, you know they're talking about scones. And if they're talking about 5 liter, you know they're talking about the melting moment. So let me show you how to make biscuits. So first up, we're going to cream our margarine. We have 500 grams of margarine. I'm using Rama, Slava flavor. So guys, you want to use margarine that is at room temperature. So I've creamed my margarine. I'm going to add my icing sugar. I have 2 cups of icing sugar. So you're going to beat this until it's nice and creamy. Okay, I'm just going to scrape the sides just to make sure that it's nicely incorporated. Okay, this is what it looks like. So I have 3 large eggs. You're going to add 1 egg at a time, mixing well after each addition. So we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. So the next thing, we're going to sift in our dry ingredients into our margarine. We have 4.5 cups of cake flour. We have 1 cup of Maizena, or what is called corn flour. And we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm going to mix the dry ingredients in one bowl before I can sift them. As I've mentioned, I have 4.5 cups of cake flour, 1 cup Maizena or corn flour, and we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to take a whisk and just try to combine the ingredients together. So an alternative, guys, is for you to get just a big bowl and sift everything in there and combine it with the butter. I think that will be quicker. So I'm going to sift this into the margarine, bit by bit. Next up, I'm going to use my hand mixer to combine the 2. You can also use your hand. So this is what our dough will look like. You can also use your hands. So the consistency of the dough, this is what it looks like. I'm going to show you 3 methods of making your shapes yummy biscuits. So the first method, you use a piping bag. I have a piping bag and a nozzle. You can either use a star nozzle or a flat nozzle. So you normally get this at cake supply shops. You'd really find it at your local supermarket. There are some supermarkets where you can get them, but not all of them. So just search for, on Google Maps, search for a cake supply shop near me. That's where you can get piping bags, nozzles, and stuff like that. So we're going to stuff this with our dough. And I'm going to pipe this on an already prepared baking pan. I just put some margarine on the pan. Guys, I don't like thick melting moments. I like them nice and flat because they are crispier that way. So don't make them too thick. So you can type different things. It doesn't have to be just, because for now I'm just making it look like this. So you can twist and turn, twist and turn. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more. So this is what it looks like. So on the first 3 rows, I'm going to put some cherries. I have some cherries over here. So half of my pan, guys, just because of the shape, I've put some cherries just so they look nice. The next method you're using, they call it a gun. So you're going to stuff it with the dough. This is my favorite. They come out looking so beautiful with this method. It comes in different shapes. So I chose only 3. So I'm going to start with this one, my baby's favorite. And then I'm going to close it. There's my pan. So you want to press it a couple of times because it takes a few pushes for the dough to go all the way down. Okay. So now you press it once, and you move and do this. Let's use it again. This is as simple as this, guys. And there you have it. So I have some sprinkles, colorful sprinkles. I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. Half of the pan, just to decorate. So guys, this is a perfect recipe to make if you want to bond with the kids, because they love doing this. My kids love doing this. So I also have some chocolate vermicelli. Just going to sprinkle it on top. And guys, this is optional, just to make them look nice. And there you have it. We'll put it aside. We're going to change our shape. So there's like a butter press to release this in order for you to stuff more dough inside. So I'm going to do a different shape. So this shape, guys, it's just straight line. This is my daughter's favorite. I'm going to press it just a bit. You do this one. I'm sure you've seen these shapes around and you wondered how they made it. So I'm going to take a knife, cut it off, do the next line. So you just decide how long you want them to be. So it's easier for them to separate after they bake. And there you go. And we're going to do our last shape, which requires us to get our hands dirty. So this is when you don't have a piping bag. This is for when you don't have a piping bag. If you don't have a gun, then you just use your fork and coat my hands with flour and make balls. So this is the one that we grew up with. So you're making balls like that. Our balls are ready. We're just going to use a fork to press it down. And it makes a nice shape. If you feel that your dough is sticky, you can just coat it with flour. So I'm pressing it about 3 times. So this takes me back to Christmas Eve when I was a child. My mother used to make this for us. And we would go to my uncle's house to have Christmas there every year. Wow. So this is our last shape. So I'm just going to sprinkle it with some hundreds and thousands. Only half of the pan, because the other half I want to coat in chocolate. Okay guys, so we're going to bake this at 160 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. So if you see them browning a bit on the sides, just know that they're ready. So guys, my cookies are ready. I'm just going to decorate them with some chocolate and sprinkles, but not all the shapes. I almost burnt these ones, but wow. So these ones, the way I've cut them, they just break easily. So these are the ones I want to dip with chocolate. So this is just melted chocolate. I melted it in the microwave in 30-second intervals. So I'm going to put it on the baking paper. So when the chocolate hardens, it hardens hard, guys. So it's better to just dip it however you wish, and then put it on the baking paper, and immediately put some sprinkles before the chocolate dries. I also have white chocolate or milk chocolate, whatever you call it. Melted chocolate that I melted in the microwave for a couple of minutes. You have to keep on checking it, guys. Do it in 30-second intervals. So I'm just making a mess. So I have some of them, I've dipped them in chocolate. You just dip them in chocolate, pour some sprinkles, and make them look gorgeous. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. And if you happen to try it, please leave a comment and let me know how it went. Please share it with your family and friends. Until tomorrow, bye.